down, and she explodes with power once again. This filly can close wherever she wants. Jaywalk is a Breeders' Cup champ. As they come down to the line, he doesn't know how to lose. He's game winner in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile.
Another one of the big races on the card for fillies was one of the top one of the two big two-year-old races at Aqueduct in Ozone Park in Queens, and that was the Demoiselle Stakes, a race won by Kentucky Derby winner Genuine Risk, one of only 3 fillies to win the Run for the Roses. And this was a very evenly matched field, or so it appeared on paper, but like a lot of Super Bowls, it became a blowout as Positive Spirit, trained by up-and-coming Rodolphe Brissett, who was the initial trainer for Triple Crown winner Justify, won this race very impressively by 10.5 lengths over a Fleet Destiny out of the Uriah St. Louis barn. If you know, if that name rings a bell, Uriah St. Louis, one of the few black trainers in this business, won the Jockey Club Gold Cup at 45-1 earlier in the fall of 2018, setting him up for a run at the Breeders' Cup Classic, which, you know, he of course ran and finished out of the money in. But Fleet Destiny was 2.25 lengths as the runner-up to Philly Joel. Very, very catchy name, who was 5.75 lengths in front of the 4th place horse. But this was a blowout. On the turn, it looked like it was going to be competitive, and then the daughter of Pioneer of the Nile, of course, the sire of Triple Crown winner American Pharaoh, just pulled away and made it pretty much a cakewalk, and it turned into a rout and a trouncing in winning by 10.5 lengths. The splits were very, very moderate, 24.16 for the first quarter, 49.19, very, very slow for the half, 115.51 for the 3 quarters, final time 142.20 for the mile, and then the final time was 156.01. Not an incredibly impressive time, and much slower than what was registered in the Remsen Stakes. So it'll be interesting to see once these fillies square up and run at what we would call on a more even playing field at the shorter distances leading up to the Kentucky Oaks. Can Positive Spirit maintain her form, and then when asked to go the added distance, improve upon this performance and really be a player on the first Friday in May, the day before the Kentucky Derby and the Kentucky Oaks? That'll be interesting to see. She was definitely the best, much the best in this field, but where does she rank against the Breeders' Cup Juvenile filly winner Jaywalk, the runner-up Restless Rider, Vibrance out of the Michael McCarthy barn, and Bellafina, who was one of the favorites, the best West Coast filly in that race, along with a couple of the also-rans in there, Serengeti Empress and Sipacan Harbor, in addition to a couple more horses out of the Baffert Brigade. That would include Mother and Chasing Yesterday. Where does Positive Spirit fit in with these fillies? How is it all going to shake out? When you win a race by 10.5 lengths, it doesn't really even matter what the time was or who you were running against. The fact that she showed that kind of prowess going 9 furlongs is encouraging, even if the time wasn't overwhelmingly spectacular. So it'll be interesting to see again where she goes. A Fleet Destiny, you know, was well beaten, but was a clear second, and Philly Joel was 5.75 lengths in front of the 4th place horse. So there was a wide gap between the winner and then between the 2nd and 3rd place horses, and then the 4th place horses, and so on. One of the horses that was the speeds in here that pressed the pace, Jennifer's Dream, ended up going through a nightmarish trip as she faded on the turn. She just basically backed up in a dramatic way, and she finished well out of this. But Positive Spirit, again, she wins this race by 10.5 lengths in 156.01 for trainer Rodolphe Brissett, and punching her ticket to be perhaps one of the top contenders for the 2019 Kentucky Oaks.